It's pretty interesting. Over the years of having this YouTube channel and doing the Paramotor podcast, I've had people show up to the field that is pretty close to my house, just randomly, like it's just like boom, they're there, and it's like whoa, and it's really cool. I love it when random people show up and they're like, hey, I fly paramotors, I've seen your videos, I listened to the podcast, and I found your field on GPS satellite. Well, man, you really dialed that one in. No, it's really cool. They're quick to find out, oh my god, your field isn't nearly as good as it looks on video. I'm like, geez, thanks. I don't talk shit about your field. So the field that I fly at has rolling little hills, and it's got the power lines, and it's got this big ass arroyo off to one side. So Gallegos Park, this place that we're at right now, is much flatter because it's a soccer field. And we don't have power lines. Yes, there are like some trees, goalpost over here, but it's a lot better. That's Jared in his truck. And Jared is arriving with his brand new Dudek Hadron 3 in the size 24 meter. The Dudek Hadron 3 is actually rated for intermediate, and it can be advanced depending on how you load it. Like, are you really heavy on that glider, or are you, light? So Jared's a bigger guy. He is towards the lower end of the Hadron 3. So let's go check in with Jared.
Good morning. What's up, man? Oh.
How many hours do you have?
Probably flight hours? I don't know, maybe like 80. 80 like Dudek recommends. Man, maybe like 100.
You have a tachometer on yours?
I do.
Okay.
But I don't think it's registered every time though.
Yeah, I must not have registered those.
Yeah. We should start some engines up.
Yeah. In the last video, a lot of people commented on like, you flew a gravity paramotor a lot, and now you have the Fly Products paramotor. Is one better than the other? Being that the Fly Products weighs quite a bit less. It weighs about 10 pounds less. The design in the Fly Products, having this extra support down here, the gravity paramotor doesn't actually have a bar that goes from the hoop to the frame. There isn't a bar that connects the frame, the tank, the fuselage to the actual hoop piece.
So any little touch on the ground, your propeller's flying into it. I love it, but it's just a pain to fix that part. And the hoops are, the bottom piece is $100 because it doesn't have the rivets, but these ones are $200 if you have to replace the hoop.
Let's do scientific testing. Yeah, you'd be taking off this way.
That way, yeah, okay.
You want to drive down there? All right. Okay, so the wind is coming from the other direction, so we're just gonna go drive our trucks down.
All right, let's do that. I'm like, that'll never happen again, I promise. And then you treat her good, and then you go out with your friends.
You let your friends have a go with her.
But your friends didn't make the same promise.
I'm gonna just show you the comparison between these two paramotors right here. These are the same size hoop sections. They both have 130 centimeter propeller on them right now. You can get the Fly Products with the 140 centimeter. I don't know for sure if you could have a 140 centimeter on the Defiant. The Fly Products has this double hoop section that I've been mentioning in recent videos. This has a single hoop section on this Gravity Defiant. This part of the hoop is so unbelievably strong. The tank is just basically this whole thing. The whole thing is a tank. This is way more standard. This one doesn't have a frame at all. It has internal structuring like within the tank that keeps its rigidity. Most paramotors have swing arms that are more narrow, like they're closer together like this. And that doesn't give you as much weight shift ability. Oh yeah.
You're not watching that. I put it on like a backpack. There she goes.
Compared to his last glider was the APCO Easy Lift R. On a glider like that, which is more of an ENB category glider, it may be more forgiving in the sense of pulling more into the brakes as you're taking off, because people pull into the brakes to increase the amount of lift and help them get off the ground. More advanced gliders like this, you don't want to do that as much. And the other thing, this Hadron has a lot of flare authority, meaning when he's coming into land, when he pulls the brakes, that glider is going to level off more than his last glider. So what we don't want to see is Jared coming in to land, going deeper in the brakes, and then climbing back up, ballooning. We don't want to see that. gonna get my wing laid out and go join him up in the sky. It looks like it's a pretty nice morning. Clear prop. When are you ready to fly a more advanced glider like Jared's on? The Hadron 3. That's got to be my favorite wing I've ever flown. I think it's my forever wing. Right through the plans. Woo woo! There goes Jared. Bob, who's coming to get his new VGD Magic for his trike. So we're gonna head over there, land, and see what Bob's up to. I'm right about to land, I'll be right down. Morning, Bob. Grab my camera so I can catch his landing. This is his first landing on this glider. Yes. Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Bob. And you're Rick, right?
Ah, so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
So launch, I was a little deeper in the brakes and I felt like the APCO, I get like feedback right away, like up here.
Right. There
I felt like it was loose till I got pretty deep.
Right.
But it took off great. But then when we were playing by the river, it just went wherever I wanted to. It glides way longer.
Yeah.
The flare though, like the APCO, I can feel it here.
Yeah.
Versus this one, I feel it when I get deeper, but it's so much more.
Right.
I can control it. And then just playing on the river is so much fun.
Right.
It just goes where you want to. It's like, let's go there. Okay, let's go there. It's not like, oh, I love that I love the risers are color coded too.
Right, right.
So I can just find it real quick. More bank, more responsive. I pull a little bit more outside brake when I kind of getting a little more comfortable with it.
Right.
So I was just amazed at the glide ratio. Like,
yeah.
You glide forever.
Yeah.
When I got up, I was like, this thing's fast. Yeah, oh, it was so much fun though. I'm so happy. So happy about the Hadron. Smaller wing.
Hadron.
It's a Hadron. It's more lifty, it climbs faster, and it's way faster, and it goes where I want it. A little less input, I can put it right where I want to, like we were kind of flying in between the trees next to the river. I was scared that I was gonna get on it and just be like, oh, I shouldn't be on this thing, but I was super comfortable. Coming in for a landing, I had to get used to, I bailed out on the first one because I just glided for so long. I'm not used to it being so efficient. And the flare, it has so much more flare authority than the EZR. Pull it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Am I ever gonna come down? Hold it, there we go. And finally comes down. Right. I'm happy I had the APCO. That was a perfect wing to start on, but I think it's the right time after a year. 2 days ago was my year anniversary on my first flight.
Shit, man.
I know, right?
If you guys have any questions about Jared's experience, like maybe you're at that time where you want to switch to a new glider, and maybe my perspective won't be as good as Jared's, being that he's coming from that transition period in his life. Going from a...
We're getting personal, huh?
Let me give Bob a hand here.
There it is.
Bob here's got an older trike.
He wants to say it's a piece of shit.
I'm usually good at telling people if something's a piece of shit.
I made that.
It looks like shit. Of course you built that. Bob here is like a super veteran pilot.
Winston Churchill or something.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, subscribe, like, and share so we can get our share of the market.
Yeah.
Ditto. I'm not a film guy.